Hello guys, welcome to our channel Bioprix. Today we are going to do PYQ based MCQ for the topic Introduction of Biomolecules and Carbohydrates. This is for AWES PGT exam. So ये टॉपिक ऑलरेडी मैंने करा लिया है जिसका आपको लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा. So let's start. First question, which of the following is not a macromolecule? So macromolecule we have done in our classes. So macromolecules means bigger molecules. If you remember, we take a living cell and we combine it with acetic acid, trichloroacetic acid, and then we get macromolecule which is greater than 10,000 Dalton, or size must be greater than. It is asking not a macromolecule. So polysaccharide, it's a bigger molecule, right? When you have multiple units, so it's a macromolecule. Then comes the lipid, though its size is small, like up to 800 Dalton, but still it is a macromolecule. Why? Because it is found in the filtrate. It is found in the acid-insoluble pool. Acid-insoluble pool means inside the filter paper, right? So if you remember, when you filter the living tissue, so the bigger particles remain in the filter paper and smaller particles comes out. So lipid, even being smaller, remain in the filter paper and doesn't come out into filtrate. So what's the reason for that? You know that lipid molecules are actually very smaller in size, but when we break the lipids in an animal tissue, so they clump together. So as you can see, there are many lipid molecules are clumping together, and that's why their size become bigger, and that's why they are considered as a macromolecule. Yeah, so they remain in the filter paper, so it's a macromolecule. Glucose is not a macromolecule, it's a monosaccharide, single unit. Okay, single sugar molecule. So, and its weight is also, its size is also very small, so it's not a macromolecule. Let's go to the next question. Which of the following biomolecule is amphipathic in nature? Amphipathic in nature means they have both the hydrophilic and hydrophobic part. So if you remember phospholipid structure, this kind of a structure that I'm drawing, you know, they are present in our plasma membrane. So it has a head and a tail. The plasma membrane is made up of phospholipids. It's a bilayer phospholipid. So the head is hydrophilic and the tail is hydrophobic. So tail is made up of lipids and head is made up of phosphate group. So it's a phospholipid. That would be the answer. Let's do the next. Cellulose differs from starch in. So they differ in terms of glycosidic bond. So the answer over here will be the different types of glycosidic bond. We have done this in our video, in our topic video, so you can go there and learn. Which of the following is a reducing sugar? So if you have watched my video, I told you that all the monosaccharides are reducing sugar. What do you mean by reducing sugar? What it is? So if any sugar which releases out its aldehyde and hydroxyl group, they are called reducing sugar. So some disaccharides also come into the category of this reducing sugar. Here the answer will be maltose. Yes. Then next is the pentose sugar present in RNAs. So if you remember in my video, you can also check out. We have drawn ribose sugar, and the YouTube shorts is also available on this. So it is a 5-carbon compound, right? Or 5-carbon cyclic chain. So this is your carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4. And where do you find carbon 5? Yes, it is attached to carbon 4. So our carbon 5 is attached to carbon 4, and therefore it's a ribose structure. Why it is ribose? Because it has OH group in carbon 2, but if it has hydrogen group at this carbon 2, then it becomes deoxyribose sugar that present in DNA. Next, which of the following carbohydrate is a storage polysaccharide in animals? So storage form of glucose or polysaccharides. It's a direct question. The answer is glycogen. If you do not understand, if you have any doubt, you can watch my video, which the link is given on the description box. Then let's move to the next. Chitin is a chitin. I told you it is present in fungus. Fungus cell wall is made up of chitin, and it is actually a homopolysaccharide. So homopolysaccharide of N-acetyl glucosamine, NAG. That would be its answer. I hope it's clear. Let's go further. Which of the following is an example of a structural polysaccharide? So that provides a structure. So here glycogen is a storage form of energy, right? Amylase is also a storage form. Maltose is a disaccharide. So answer over here is cellulose. Let's go to the next question. Yeah, which bond is present between two monosaccharides unit in disaccharide? Very common glycosidic bond. Is the answer over here. Now the next question is, which carbohydrate forms exoskeleton of arthropods? This is also very direct question. So the answer for this is cellulose is present in plants and animals. Plants and bacteria. So chitin is the answer over here. Yes. Next, which of the following is an inorganic elements found in the acid-insoluble pool of the cell? So acid-soluble pool are collected into filtrate, right? And I have also discussed that our body is made up of inorganic elements. So if you see here, DNA, RNA, cellulose, starch, lipids, steroids, these are all macromolecules. So the answer over here will be sodium, potassium, and calcium and magnesium, the first one. So yes, with this we have done all the questions, and if you still have any doubt, you can ask in the comment, or if you want any topic. Next topic is we are going to do proteins and we are going to do lipids. So stay tuned and subscribe the channel. Thank you for joining.